Talking with the experts.
In episode 368, Ryan Gatchel explains to us how we can harness the power of YouTube to market our businesses.
Yeah, and YouTube's very picky. Like, it's weird because, like, if you're doing, because they have so there's shorts, which are like 60 seconds and less, and then there's just full whatever. But the only way you can actually post a short is if your phone is in portrait, and then you have to use a specific hashtag shorts, for it to count.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's interesting.
It is
But
very
they get
interesting.
really good. They get really good views. Like I didn't post shorts for a long time, but I've been posting them more often, and they get more views than my long form. But a lot of times, what I'll do is I'll post like a long form video, and then I'll post a short form video that goes to my long form video.
Welcome to Talking with the Experts. This is where we discuss great ideas to take your business to the next level. How do we know these ideas work? Well, it's because we're talking with business owners who are using these ideas. Business owners who have years of experience and expertise. All things business by business owners for business owners. And now, here is your host, Rose Davidson.
Hello and welcome to Talking with the Experts. I'm your host, Rose Davidson from rosedavidson.com. Talking with the Experts is about all things business by business owners for business owners. You can find it on all good podcasting streaming platforms and on YouTube. Today my guest is Ryan Gatchel, and Ryan is going to be talking about owning a small business, getting out of your comfort zone, and other ideas that can get us out there in the public. Now, Ryan is the owner of a web development company and creator on YouTube. He's mainly creating educational content on small business and programming. Welcome, Ryan, and thanks so much for joining me today.
Hi, thank you for having me.
So how did you get into doing what you're doing?
I've had a passion for business for a very long time, and I've kind of always been interested in like programming. So I kind of wanted to put two things together.
Yeah, so I guess your main sort of topic is small business and YouTube. So how can people use YouTube to, promote their businesses?
Oh my God, there's so many ways. I think the biggest though really is kind of teaching others what you do. So for instance, for my business, I do a lot of educational videos on programming, as well as just talking about ways to grow. So I think that one of the biggest ways is, educating others, helping other people either start their own company or allowing others to know what you do so then they can use you for your services or to buy your products.
Yeah, so is a long form or short form video better?
That's a really good question, actually, because YouTube is kind of pushing shorts. So like 60 seconds or less. I think it kind of depends on what you're aiming for. If you're selling products, then I would say something like short form. You can kind of show off like what the product does. And I mean, usually 60 seconds or less will keep people's attention. But if you're wanting to get more in the space of like, a trade or something along that lines of like a service, then it's probably long form, because it's hard to like show people what you're doing in like under a minute.
A little bit, yeah. So I guess there's a big people are raving about using closed captions and so forth. Are they still the way to go? So you have your video with captions underneath. So for the people that perhaps are hearing challenged.
I would say so, yeah. So sometimes, like me personally, I won't even watch the video. I'll just like I won't click on the video. I'll just watch it on like I don't know what's called, the home screen, I guess. So if you don't click on it, you can't really hear anything, but you can read all the captions. And that goes with like TikTok and YouTube. So yeah, I'd say closed captions is the way to go.
Yeah, so I guess talking about TikTok and what's the difference between YouTube and TikTok for those that don't know? I mean, everyone should know about TikTok by now, but but
Yeah.
is it more for the younger generation, or is it a mix of generations?
Well, I think the majority of the audience on TikTok is like under 18, really. But there are you right now TikTok is kind of pushing for like business. So they're trying to get more like businesses on their platform.
Mm.
So I think right now, honestly, TikTok is a good way to go if you have like a product, especially like if you look at TikTok, a lot of people sell products and they're like it's bombarded with people selling some kind of product. So I think that's a really good way to go if you're selling something like that. Like if you do drop shipping, for instance, that'd be a good platform to get on. Um, yeah, I think that's it. They're trying. I know TikTok. They just implemented like long form videos, like 10 minutes or so. But I still think that if you're on TikTok, short form is probably the smart thing to do.
Mm. Yeah. For business owners that aren't, very tech savvy, what is the best digital platform to be using for them? What's the
For
easiest to
somebody,
learn?
I would say, well, if they have a cell phone, like a smartphone, I mean YouTube or TikTok, because all you have to do is really, take a video and you can just they make it really easy to upload. So I mean, I'm kind of
Mm.
biased because I use YouTube more than anything, so
Yeah.
I'd say YouTube. But if you have a product that you want to sell, um, you don't want to like hire somebody to record record it for you, then I would say TikTok.
What
But
about
overall, YouTube.
what about service-based businesses? I mean, because they are a little bit challenged with sort of providing short form videos on what they're doing, and long form videos, don't get a lot of reach usually.
Yeah,
There are challenges for service-based businesses as far as video is concerned.
yeah, that's true. I mean, I see a lot of like YouTubers that own like pretty interesting like services, but they do a lot of woodworking and stuff, like very what's the word like eye catching
Mm.
services where they're building something, they're building stuff out of wood or out of metal. Oh, so I think YouTube. Another platform is Facebook. There's the audience on Facebook's a little older than I'd say like on YouTube or TikTok, and you can post videos on there pretty easily as well.
Yeah,
So
Facebook is pretty easy to use. There's not really a lot you need to know how to, except for maybe the positioning of your body and in the screen. And uh, there's been some talk now about portrait versus landscape videos. What is the go with those? I mean, I know Facebook, they keep changing the algorithm and the dimensions of the videos. So at the moment, what is the best way to go?
well, if you're doing like shorts or on TikTok, I would say what is it? Landscape, the up and down.
Up and down is portrait, yeah.
Portrait would be good for like shorts. So like if you're posting, a video that's less than 60 seconds, on YouTube or TikTok, then that's the way to go. But if you're doing a longer form, then landscape would be the best.
Yeah, that's what I thought because I get a lot of people, on the podcast that, are using their phones rather than their desktop, and they they have their phone in portrait, and it's really hard to edit the video then because I'm in landscape and they're in portrait, and and some phones don't actually film in landscape, which is a bit odd.
Yeah. Yeah, and YouTube's very picky. Like, it's weird because, like, if you're doing, because they have so there's shorts, which are like 60 seconds and less, and then there's just full whatever. But the only way you can actually post a short is if your phone is in portrait,
Mm.
and then you have to use a specific hashtag shorts for it to count.
Oh, really?
So, yeah,
Wow.
it's interesting.
It is
But they
very
get
interesting.
really good. They get really good views. Like I didn't post shorts for a long time, but I've been posting them more often, and they get more views than my long form. But a lot of times, what I'll do is I'll post like a long form video, and then I'll post a short form video that goes to my long form video.
Okay, I might do that with the podcasts.
You should definitely.
Yeah, I might do, because I do shorts for Instagram, and I do
Mhm.
shorts to my Facebook page, but give links to the long form. So I might try that on YouTube instead of posting the long form and see how I go.
Yeah, I mean, I guess in my opinion, what I would do if I was you is I would like take some interesting snippets from the podcast you have, like some short, like some good tips or something the person gives, and then make that into a short, and then just be like, if you want to hear the full version, click on this, and because you can link, in the description to to either your website or to like the long form video.
Yeah, good idea. Might try that. Thanks for sharing that little bit of information because it's maybe something that others didn't know about, and to get more engagement on the videos because I'm a bit challenged with getting eyes on my videos, even though I've got over 300 on there. And so maybe posting shorts might be you know, a better alternative.
Yeah, because I can almost, I would say, I bet if you post shorts, you'll get, I don't know how many views you get on your YouTube channels, but it goes to a different audience. This is the thing about shorts is interesting. Uh, it goes, it's different. It has a different algorithm than long form videos, so it goes to different people. So you're gonna reach new people by posting shorts.
Okay, well, I might start doing that. Um, Also in libraries, when you're in your content library on YouTube, is it rather than posting them in where I keep my long form videos, would I make a separate folder for the shorts?
No, it goes to your regular contents. But you might be able to, if you wanted to create like a playlist, you could probably do that.
Yeah, that's what
I
I
haven't
was.
tried
Yeah,
that
that's
yet
what I was
though.
thinking. A playlist. Sorry. Yeah, I got the.
Yeah, you probably could do that if you wanted to.
And playlists, just quietly. What benefit are there to playlists other than, I
What
guess,
auto? Oh, sorry, what was that?
other than just splitting up your videos into categories?
Well, auto plays the videos, so that's one benefit. Also, I think if you have a playlist, people are more likely to watch more videos, like in that playlist. So that's another benefit. And you can link your playlists into other videos.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So
Hmm.
like what I do usually if I have like more than two videos of the same like kind of like idea, I guess, because like I do a series of like Linux, which is like a Linux
Yeah, I know what
terminal
Linux is. Yeah.
basics, and I have a few of those. I have like 5 or so. So I put them on a playlist, and then I just link the playlist to each time I make a video related to that.
Yeah, Linux was around before Microsoft.
Yeah, it's been around for a while.
They were the first sort of PCs that were around. The only programs you could have was Linux programs. So yeah, that's how old they are. So okay, Ryan, I'm running out of questions. I guess what else can we talk about?
You want to talk about? I talk about a little bit about kind of getting out of your comfort zone regarding businesses.
Yeah,
So
that'd be good. Yeah.
Okay, I think the biggest thing for me is like this is a good instance, honestly, like getting into podcast, like talking on podcasts, because I count myself like extroverted, but I still like I got nervous before I got on this, so it's very very good talking to you. You're very very chill, which is
Oh,
cool. But
thanks.
yeah, I think like starting a YouTube channel is like one thing that really is good. Kind of owning a business and like being able to kind of get out there, start a YouTube channel, make sure you're active on social media, and kind of think of ways that you can kind of show who you are as a person. I think that's like another important topic is like I don't want to get too much on a tangent, but like a lot of people that have companies, like I see a lot with like construction companies, for instance.
Yep.
Like they won't really talk about themselves. They'll just talk about their construction company, like what they've done, which is good. But I think it's important that you show there's like a person behind that company.
Yeah. I'm not into. I mean, I love my podcast and I can talk the legs off a table, but getting me on a Facebook Live is like, don't even go there. I don't like doing them. I don't know
Oh
why.
yeah.
It's just a
Huh.
mindset thing, I know, but it's weird.
And you have you have you're on YouTube then, so you talk on there.
Yeah, well, it's only
That's
because of
good.
my podcast. Yeah, so but yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It's just a weird thing, but a lot of people don't like doing video, and it really is getting out of your comfort zone to be able to get on and do a video of any kind, whether it's a live one on Facebook or YouTube or LinkedIn or doing pre-recorded ones. And at least with pre-recorded ones, you can delete it or start again or do whatever you want to do. But live ones are
Yeah,
quite a different kettle of fish. And
that's
what's the
true.
parameters around doing lives on, live video on Facebook? Do you need a certain following, a certain number of followers, or, what's the go there?
I don't believe so. I really haven't done many lives because my internet's not good enough. But no, I think the only reason you need like so many followers is to get paid, because I know like you can get ads on there or whatever. But I think you can just start a live whenever and just you can do it from your phone even. I'm pretty sure, and just talk to people.
Oh, all right. That's a good to know. Ryan, if people wanted to work with you, where could they find you?
Mm-hmm.
And
Well, yes.
when you finish telling us where we can find you, what services do you actually offer?
I can tell you what I offer first. I offer mainly web development services. I also do a little bit of graphic work, like logo design, but my main majority is web development and also DevOps. And you can find me at my website, which is blueblackdigital.com, or you could find me on. I have my Twitter as well, which is just twitter.com/Ryan. I think it's Ryan-Gatchel. I don't
Yeah,
actually
underscore
remember.
by the look of it.
Yeah. And then Facebook, and it's just my business name, Blue Black Digital, on Facebook.
Now, Twitter, is Twitter dying, do you think?
I don't think so. I use Twitter almost every day. So, but I mean, like, there's like it's called Tech Twitter. So it's like a little like ecosystem inside of Twitter. It's mainly just, tech related stuff.
Hmm.
So I don't get out of that space really because I mean, I don't hear very many good things about Twitter. Like I
No.
hear like a bunch of, a lot of like, what's the word? Like not scummy, but like it's a toxic, very
Yeah.
toxic is what I hear. So I kind of just stay in my little ecosystem. Uh, but I don't think Twitter is necessarily dying. I think it just has a bad reputation.
Mm, yeah, I think
So,
it's because the people that are on it, some of them.
oh yeah, there's a lot of fighting on there. It's wild.
Yeah,
It's like
it's
a Wild
weird.
West.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That bad now? I mean,
that's how it sounds.
I've been on it off and on, but I haven't been on it for a year or so because I just don't like the culture that's on there.
Yeah,
You get a lot
I
of
think
trolls on Twitter, I reckon.
a lot of what?
Trolls.
I
People
just
that
stay in.
give bad comments and ghost you and do all sorts of other things. I just don't like the culture of Twitter much.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's why I think I'm kind of lucky because I'm in my little space. But even sometimes, you still see like people putting others down. But
Mm.
most of what I don't see a lot of that. I guess where I'm at, but I think it's because I'm like kind of where I'm at on Twitter, so
Yeah.
which
Mm.
is good.
Ryan, have you got anything that you'd like to share with us? Some tidbits, some wise words or quotes, or have you written a book or have a podcast or anything like that?
No, no podcast or book. I have my YouTube channel. If you want to check that out, it's just Ryan Gatchel. But there's actually two of us, so it's just I don't know. You'll see me with long hair.
Okay.
Other than that, just you know, whether you have a business or not, I would say try to do something at least once a week that gets you out of your comfort zone, and make sure you keep up with your mental health and your physical health. I think that's
Hmm.
also important.
Yeah. And getting out of the comfort zone, there's lots of things that you can do. What do you do to get out of your comfort zone?
I try to, I guess, do things like this, like get on different platforms, talk to people, and yeah, that's it. That's about
Mm.
it.
Yeah. Yeah, but it can be difficult, for people that are sort of really stuck in there and to be brave enough to, take that step out of their comfort zone.
Yeah, that's true.
Mm. Ryan, it's been an absolute pleasure to meet you, and thank you so much for joining me today. And I'll talk to you again really soon.
Thank you. Thank you again for having me. I
You're
appreciate it.
welcome. Bye-bye.
You've been listening to Talking with the Experts, hosted by Rose Davidson. Make sure you have a look at our back catalogue over at talkingwiththeexperts.com. And be sure to subscribe to our podcast so you don't miss out on any episode. We look forward to your company next time. Talking with the Experts.